Hello! Happy Monday. It's a brand new week, but we're still in Chapter 3 of Trails from Zero, and we're doing more festival side quests and the like today. I hope everyone, at least at the time of the live stream, had a very good weekend. And if you're watching this later, hope you had a good day. I want to know what changed where a few streams ago title music wasn't playing and now it's playing. Like, I want to know what changed. I changed nothing with the game, but for some reason now title music is playing. I don't know. So last time, right, we did day 1 side quests. Oh, okay, hang on now. Before I forget. There we go. I forgot, did anything really notable happen last stream besides side quests? Oh yeah, we did the mine monster cleanup, right. I feel like we did a couple other stuff too. Oh yeah, the race was the last stream. Oh my god, screw my memory. Yeah, the race was the last stream, which is an awesome side quest. Or was it? I think it was an actual just main event. I don't think it was a side quest then. But so the many famous use a crossbow we can't do yet if we want to get the maximum amount of DP. That's new. We did that last time. Stalker investigation is what we're gonna start with, and then we also have an extermination request. Okay. I find it really weird though that some of them, like, we report some, but then like the missing doctor one is like considered complete. Makes it a little bit hard to read, in my opinion, because like you don't really know what's what. But oh well. All right, so let's head over to the entertainment district. How much money do I have? 12,000. Should I? I'm gonna probably not focus on equipment right now. I mean, the mine monsters were actually pretty easy. It's not like we fought a boss or anything like that, but I'm gonna hold off on equipment stuff for a tiny bit. I'm still wondering, like, is there anyone in this city? Like, I'm just like curious, like, is there anyone anywhere with that, if I were to walk around enough? How many fish do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god. Like, are there any, like, Sky character cameos in this festival? Or, like, you know, Cold Steel cameo characters preemptively lying around in Crossbell City right now? Like, especially during a big festival like this. I almost feel like there has to be, given how... I mean, Anton is there, right? We saw Anton and Ricky. But I wonder who else, if at all, would be here. It'd be really, really cool to see. But I'm not hedging my bets. I'm not hedging my bets on it. But in order for us to start off the soccer investigation, we need to go into Ark-en-Ciel and talk to Ilya. Hey there, my favorite little guy. Always nice to see you here. A long time no see, everyone. I'm so sorry. I think we were too absorbed in our own conversation. Haha, my apologies as well. All enthusiasm becomes unchecked during practice. It's been a long time, everyone. I hear everyone loves your new production. Well, obviously, it's only natural for us. I actually noticed that you came to watch us on our opening day, Lloyd. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, I only came because I was accompanying Cecile But still, the play was phenomenal. I already knew Ilya was something else, but I've become a huge fan of Rishia too. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. Well, aren't you just a romantic? Maybe I should let Cecile know her little bro is putting the moves on my co-star. Oh, come on, you clearly know you're fudging the truth. Jeez, Ilya. There it is. How fortunate for you, Lloyd. The rest of us had not had the privilege of watching the show, as our tickets are for next week. Not only that, but you get to watch Arc-en-Ciel all alone with Cecile? Watching a mesmerizing play in a dimly lit theater, enjoying the vibes. You're killing me, Lloyd! It's okay, you two. Calm down. Sure, he may be a lecture for immediately turning to Rishia within seconds of being within Cecile. Or within seconds of being with Cecile. What did I do to deserve this disrespect? Sure, I may have beaten you to the punch on watching the play alone. However, Screw you, you womanizing brat. Please, I'm begging you, stop. My favorite little guy has a heart. I'm sure if I were to announce my candidacy, we'd have plenty of fascinating reactions. My life isn't your plaything. Now, I think you've all had enough fun already. Don't tease him too much, Ilya. I doubt he can handle it for much longer. Yeah, I'll relax. So anyway, what brings you guys here today? We have a bit of time to relax, so would you guys like to have some tea? Thanks, but no thanks. We're here on business. You sent us a support request, right? Oh, right. I had completely forgotten. Sorry about this. It started with the three of us discussing the matter. It somehow just ended up turning into another practice session, though. Huh? What you guys talking about? Get your head out of the clouds, Ilya. We're discussing the stalker you told us about last night. Oh, that little thing? Did you have to bug them about it? Sounded like there was any harm done, so we may as well ignore the whole thing. Man, you gotta hand it to her. Total nerves of steel to be unfazed by a stalker. There's not a hint of worry on her, which is amazing, because I know I would be if I were in her shoes. I'm sorry, we may be calling them a stalker, but it could just be an overzealous fan. Right, we've only heard about it ourselves last night when Ilya told us. Those two seem distraught over this. Pardon me, but could both of you calm down, please? I'd appreciate it if you gave us an overview of the incident. Okay, allow me to explain. Will that be okay, Ilya? Well, I suppose since he's here. Alright, Rishia, go ahead and tell him. Right. The incident in question took place about a week or two ago. A supposedly suspicious individual, the stalker, kept appearing around her home. The stalker originally loitered outside of the apartment, but has now been spotted entering the residence. He's been observing the surroundings? Am I a little quiet actually today? I think I'm being a little quiet today. Hang on. There we go. Oh, maybe a bit too much. Hang on. There we go. There we go. The thing is, neither Rishia or I have seen him ourselves. All I can say is, it feels kind of like a strange presence when I'm alone, almost like somebody's watching me. Given our culprit has yet to be revealed, they are likely sharp. Isn't Ilya's home address private information, though? Yes, of course. We never reveal our employees' addresses to the public for safety reasons. Even so, our stalkers managed to figure out where Ilya lives. Any witnesses? A description of the perp would be real helpful right about now. According to a bystander, they are described to be a short boy, maybe around 14 or 15 years old. Their face was well hidden thanks to a hat, so we don't have any further information. Just some kid who's an obsessed fan, eh? Fan or not, he's clearly gone too far. We can't deny the fact that stalking could escalate into something more. I feared as much too. We trust your abilities, so we were hoping you could put a stop to this before it goes any further. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. Didn't you enter my apartment yesterday, Rishia? Kinda had a sneaking suspicion that some of my stuff had been rearranged. You're the only one with the spare key, right? Oh no, that can only mean one thing, Ilya. This is bad, really bad. Don't tell me he's already broken into your house. If it's true, then the situation is much more dire than we initially thought it to be. There's no time to lose then. Please do something about this immediately. Man, the troop leader sure loves to exaggerate. Not like I have anything scandalous hidden in there. You're missing the point, Ilya. Seriously. I really wish to avoid reaching the same level of publicity we had with the Yin debacle. It turned out even worse if our culprit is nothing more than a demented fan. If it's possible, I'd like for you to have him cease the stalking covertly, and if it's not possible, then arrest him. Could you help us, please? I understand the situation, so I'll accept your request. This could grow into something more dangerous if we continue to let it brew. Thank you kindly. We'll be counting on you to resolve this. Well, at least we know where our stalker likes to hang out, yeah? Figures if we stake out the area, this scumbag's gonna walk right into our hands. If that's the plan, do you want to borrow the key to my place? It'd probably be a bit more convenient to use my place as a base of operations, yeah? Are you sure that's okay? Fine by me, my friends. I'll just keep Rishi a spare key on me. Oh, by the way, I live in an apartment complex by the name of Villa Ryzen's over on West Street. Oh, so you live in those fancy apartments then? Which room are you staying in? Oh, only one on the tippity-top floor. Now don't go losing this, Lloyd. Why didn't we just get the spare key? Why do we have to take her exact house key? Like, Risha has the spare, so why not just give us a spare? I'll be sure to keep it safe. I'm sorry, everyone. I would love to be able to help you out with the case. He probably recognizes me since I'm always with Ilya. I'd probably chase them off. Don't worry about it, Risha. Leave the investigation to the detectives. Just fall back with Ilya and the rest of the troop while we do our job. Okay, will do. Will you at least contact us if you manage to catch the culprit? I'll grab Ilya and come running. Not a problem. Risha becomes doubly more vigilant with matters concerning Ilya. Anyway, guys, let's head there immediately. Yes, let's. Right. Time for an enamored fan to get himself a reality check. I still feel like we should have gotten the spare key, but oh, whatever. The top floor of Villa Ryzen's. We should be able to find Ilya's room somewhere up there. Shall we go ahead and check on her room? Definitely. Let's head on top. What do you know, maid? That's what they all say. Alright, the key should... Sup, Lloyd? Sorry, something caught my eye. Check it out. Scratches from a lockpick. They're small, but they're there. Whoever opened it must be relatively skilled. Shall we take this as confirmation that someone broke into the apartment? I'd say so. That just means we have to catch him even faster. Yeah, or else we run the risk of our stalker making his next move. Let's give this investigation everything we got. For Ilya's sake. You said it, pal. Whew, don't know what I was expecting from the penthouse of a fancy apartment building. True, I guess living alone in this spacious apartment falls in line with Ilya's personality. But isn't this place a little dirty? Scattered clothes and empty wine glasses. I can only assume this was Ilya's doing, not the stalker's. I always thought Ilya was an interesting character. Something like this isn't too surprising, honestly. For a fan, this must be a hell of a sight to walk into. Anyway, let's try searching for any traces that the culprit might have left behind. Our end goal is to catch him and keep him from messing with Ilya ever again. We should proceed with caution for the initial investigation, though. Right, we only have vague testimonies to fall back on in a case like this. If we don't catch the stalker in the midst of the act, he could simply feign ignorance. Wait, what? What did they say that... Aye. Now what the heck? Okay. Try again. Dang it! I got this, hang on. Wow. Speed reading. Why is this happening? Huh. Well, whatever. I wanted to see what they said that was such a big deal. Maybe I could catch it. I'm putting way too much effort into this. Oh, in order to catch up, I would like to begin with examining his criminal profile, behavior, and uncovering his infiltration route. That's a good start. We should question the apartment residents while we're at it. May as well scope out the layout of the building, too. You ready to sniff out some clues? Oh god. Let me quickly check one thing. Okay, so you're off. I'm gonna do one of those. Oh, of course, I need the cable for this. I'm just gonna reset the game. I do wonder why that's happening, though. Okay. And then we do one of these, and we do one of these. Alright, well that fixed that. I think. For now. Could have also been the game glitching too. Yeah, when Lloyd said we need to proceed with caution, they kind of were like, they had, both you and Randy gave like a, you know, kind of a thing. So I wanted to see what they said about that, but. I think part of it too actually is the game having some issues sometimes. Like whenever I actually load and go to system, like sometimes it'll just instantaneously warp back up to save one or something like that. Or whenever I open the dialogue, it'll, I don't know, the game does weird things sometimes. Wine glasses and bottles are scattered across the apartment. All that's left in the bottles are a few drops of wine. Did she stay up all night drinking? Well, I've heard that Ilia Platire is a pretty heavy drinker. Color me impressed. Didn't think she'd be able to down this much in a night. You think? Eastern outfits and dresses are messily strewn out on the bed. These are all brand clothes, and yet complete and utter disarray. Looks like she left them there after she took them out of the closet this morning. Yeah, it's not hard to imagine the chaos of her getting ready to go to work. Okay, let's try to get some answers. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk? Lloyd asked for clues about the stalker. You're looking into a stalker? I usually keep my eye out for anyone suspicious when I'm working. Have you spotted anyone like that recently? I'm here every day, but it's rare to ever see someone snooping around. I did catch a glimpse of someone the other day, though. I saw a young man covering his face with a hat. He disappeared too quickly before I was able to get a better look at him. Is there nothing more you can tell us? Let me think about it for a second. I can't say anything about him that seemed out of the ordinary. His appearance was so unremarkable that I can't recall anything about him. A total average Joe, eh? This doesn't appear to be in disagreement with Rishia's statement, though. Okay. Huh? There's a stalker? That's frightening. I can't say I've seen him, though. Perhaps I missed him while shopping. Do you usually shop during the middle of the day? That's right. I have a pretty consistent routine and always leave at the same time. Our stalker is striking when most people are out of the house. Yeah, he's avoiding the busiest hours inside the building. We've got a crafty one on our hands. Asaka, eh? Yeah, I've heard about some rumors about them. I'm usually cooped up in my home, so I haven't had the chance to see them. I have heard the occasional weird noise, though. I can sometimes hear someone rummaging through the upstairs neighbor's belongings. Last I knew, the third floor resident is always away at work during the day. Do you recall when you started hearing them? As soon as the anniversary festival started. So in the last 2-3 days, I'd say. What could he have been doing inside Ilya's room? I'm not sure, but there doesn't appear to be any evidence of property damage or tampering with her belongings. Oh, for radio's sake, I'd like to eat my food outside at noon. I can't do much about it. I've already prepared earlier this morning. Constantly bickering won't fix it. Did we just walk into the middle of a storm? Excuse us, do you have a moment? Jeez, a stalker? That sounds like a problem to me. Have you tried consulting the police? Wouldn't it be better to contact the Bracer Guild? Our police force acts far too slowly. I take it you don't have any information? Yes, that's the gist of it. I spend most of my time relaxing on the sofa on the entrance, but I can't say I've spotted anyone suspicious, any suspicious people. Are you sure you aren't just imagining it? Hold on, what did she just say? She didn't see him come in from the main entrance. Does that mean what I think it means? What the? Fresh scuff marks are on the handrail. What's going on, Lloyd? Come check this out. There are some scratch marks on the surface. I don't think they were caused by a random passerby. The scratches are facing inwards. If you think about it logically, the back door is an ideal entry point to sneak into the building. Good thinking, Teotot. You could sneak past the main entrance just using this alleyway. If they're able to avoid the main entrance, that would explain the lack of witnesses. Okay, I think we should halt our investigation. Let's head back to Ilya's apartment and sort through the details. Aye aye, time to start stitching our master plan together. Hey yo, Takada. This building confuses me because, like, from the outside, when you come in through West Street, it looks like you're coming in through the top of the building, but you're not? It's weird. I think we've got a basic idea of his profile and entry route now. Indeed. The culprit, who was seen wearing a hat, seems to be quite cautious. And he's been sighted inside the building with greater frequency as of late too. According to what Ilya told us, nothing was stolen, but it's weird as hell. What's the point of breaking in if you're not taking anything? Anyway, I think we figured out this guy out. His main entry route must have been the building's back entrance, yeah? It looks that way. We can try and catch him by surprise with the info we found. Mind hearing me out, guys? Did you come up with another plan, Lloyd? I think so. Our culprit may be a teenager, but that doesn't mean we should slack off. He might catch us off guard. Besides, I want to be 100% sure we can catch him before we act. Okay, all of the hallways should be squeaky clean now. Darn it, tomorrow's parade changed this trash pickup schedule, didn't it? I better warn Kendall while I still have the chance. The boy produced a thin wire from his pocket and gracefully slid it into the keyhole. Heh, piece of cake. I'm sure today will be the day. Gross, this place never gets any cleaner. Does she always drink this much? Her poor liver. Geez, walking into a place this dirty is really killing my desire to steal some stuff. Now, what looks expensive? Oh, not this. She'd probably freak out if this went missing. I'd prefer it if she had a safe I could rummage through or... Freeze! Huh? What? I was wondering what kind of kid our stalker would be, but he really is young, isn't he? Well, we have observed the crime for ourselves. It is time to cooperate with us and come quietly. You were watching me? Crap, I screwed up big time. Sorry, bud, you ain't going nowhere. You hit a dead end. Might as well give up and surrender while you can. Shut up, you'll never catch me. I hate you guys! The hell? Quick little guy, ain't he? Randy, focus! Follow him. Gotcha. Idiots just trying to catch me. Did you find him? No luck. No one saw him on the street. Strange. You think you can catch me that easily? Here comes Master Lloyd. This city is filled with a bunch of useless idiots. Huh, just you wait. I'll have my revenge. Huh? Your revenge is going to have to be put on hold. We knew how you'd move. Looks like we won this little game of cat and mouse. Damn it. Why wouldn't you give up already? Whoa, watch where you touch me, you dumbass. Let go of me. No can do. You broke the law. Can't you just behave yourself? Damn it. Ouch. Hey, watch where you're swinging those things. Just how much energy does this kid have? Wait, you're the guys from before. This was all a setup? Keeping up the charade was tiresome. Your swift movements managed to catch us off guard, but our plan still worked out in the end. Yeah, but... Your description ain't adding up. Witnesses were telling us the culprit was a dude in a plain getup. Really, you look like you're from the slums. Besides, he doesn't even match the appearance of a teenager from Crossbell. Where did he actually come from? His crimes match the description of a burglar more than an obsessed fan. I hope you have a good reason for your actions. And for crying out loud, can't you behave for just a second? Stop it! Let me go! Let go of me, you jackass! The Special Support Section quickly contacted Ilya and informed her of the stalker's arrest. The boy kept struggling, but as of resigning to his fate, soon quieted down. Wow, so this is our stalker. Shorter than I thought you'd be. You aren't from around here, are you? Right, it looks like he's from a slum near the border. That's all we got out of him, though. We don't know his motive, much less his name. I see. So, out with it. Why all the stalking? Something you want from me? That's not it. I was just wanting to harass you a little, that's all. Harass her? Why? As if you people could ever understand. You live in such fancy places and never have to worry about your next meal. People like you could never understand how it feels to live in a dump for most of your life. Oh. After I came to Crossbell, I saw it time after time after time. Everybody living here is rich. They foolishly party all night, throwing away mirror like it's worthless. Suit yourself, jerks. They're all scum. But they all agreed that going to watch Arkansas was their favorite pastime, so I snuck in one time. You did? So you saw Ilya's performance? Yeah, I hate people who get to casually live their lives without any worries. But I hate you the most. You prance around that beautiful stage, representing an amazing world. You just stand there, dazzling, knowing it's unreachable for a person like me. I know that there's no chance I'd ever get there. I know I never would. I could work my entire life and never have enough for a single ticket. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I can't get there someday. You can't! So that's why you did it. You came to Crossbell and ended up watching Ilya perform. I can only imagine the culture shock it must have been for you. I think I understand where you're coming from. You're not wrong. There are certain parts of Crossbow that are as you described. It can be a dark, overpowering city at times, an oppressive metropolis that feeds off the misery it brings to its citizens. That may be, but you still have to take responsibility for your actions. Ilya? Are you sure about this? I'm Ilya Platier. What's your name? Sully. Huh, Sully. I like it. Oh, Sully, I'm going to make you work as my assistant for a while. It's not like you can pay me off with Mira, can you? Oh, I'll see to it that you'll work your share. What? Well, what are you talking about, Ilya? Sorry, Lloyd. I knew you went the extra selge with everything, but how about you let me take care of my stalker for the time being? Fast acquittal, eh? Good grief, there isn't much we can do about the matter if Ilya insists. Let's see now. Ilya gave the boy a few pats on the shoulder. What do you think you're doing? I knew it. It'd be better if you grew some muscles in a few places, but... I gotta be honest with you, Sully. You've got a lot of potential. With the right training, you could become an amazing dancer. Huh? Why me? Now that you mention it, that agility was nothing short of impressive. True that, your footwork was pretty damn good. You might be onto something here, Ilya. Oh, I've got it. I hereby declare that you'll be staying here with myself. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that's... How very much like Ilya. You know, I basically went through the same thing. I was forced into staying with her for a while. That's how it happened? Good thing we called Ilya. She diffused the situation way better than we ever could have. Agreed. Straighten up, no complaints. But I haven't even said yes yet. You guys leaving already? You can always stay and have some tea. I appreciate the offer, but we still have some work to take care of. Oh, right, here's your key. You'll probably need this. Who needs a key when I have Sully with me? Thanks for the help, little guy. Be careful on your way back, okay? You have my thanks as well. You're always so reliable. No problems, man. Ma'am. We'll leave Sully in your care, you two. We may have solved the case, but you'd be wise to pay more attention when locking your door. What Tia said. If you need anything else, you can always count on the Triple S. See you later, Sully. Don't do anything like this again, okay? It's your obligation as a man to make sure you pay back your debt. Oh, I hate you the most. What'd I do? I'm a girl, you moron! What? How much longer do you intend to insult me? You're infuriating! You're a what? You don't say. Well, I guess you do kind of have a girly face. You did not notice until now either, Randy? How'd you make that mistake, you two? Isn't it obvious? Ah, this music reminds me of Tokyo Xanadu. It does, right? So when I caught you and with all my strength... Don't think about it, man. That's why I was telling you to let go of me, you absolute moron. But I swear, everything about you felt like a guy. You remembered how it felt. A statement that is both incriminating and controversial. Guys, I did not mean it like that. What's the big deal? He was just seizing the opportunity. Oh, Lloyd. You're blowing this out of proportion. I didn't have any ulterior motives. I had no idea. Poor Lloyd. Well, listen up, you punk. What? I like how it's implied that more time has passed since the end of that case, but it really hasn't. But yeah, as I was saying, like, oh no, wait, what am I thinking about? Not the Villa Raisenza. What am I talking about? This building, yeah, the Bell Inn. Never mind. I thought I was being stupid. This is yeah, this is the top of the building. You go down. Okay. Well, we can also go back to Argenteuil actually and talk to the receptionist and Balsamo for a little bit of extra dialogue. So we're gonna do that since we just finished off this this little side quest. I almost said case, but the troop is apparently taking on another member. How does Ilias go and scout and you tell him when she has to worry about a stalker? Well, all right. Let's go to the east. We just finished up, and hey, it's Esto. So we gotta go to the east exit for our little our next side quest, which is the Old Amorica Road Monster Extermination. Sweet, we get to start the stream off with a little bit more battling. We had plenty of battles last time with the mine excursion, but it's always nice to spruce it up with some battles. My favorite part of that quest was them making fun of Lloyd for quasi-groping a 12-year-old girl. Yep. I was just about to mention, like, you know, Lloyd really can't catch a break, can he? In his defense, though, he had no idea. Everyone's out here enjoying the stuff. Hey, little girl, did you know it's a soda machine? A vending machine. The future is here. Quillan. Quillan. Oh god, I can't wait for all the Eastern sounding names when we get to in his defense, the writers just don't know what comedy is. I mean, I feel like Zero has done way more of kind of like the slapstick comedy stuff, like, you know, your shonen slapstick stuff, than Cold Steel did. I feel like Cold Steel didn't do a whole lot with it. Almost as if they toned it down, but like it feels like every like so often. Where am I going? It feels like every like stream we have a piece of dialogue where they make fun of Lloyd and his you know, whatchamacallits, his inability to read the room or something like that. Like in Cold Steel, it wasn't really that much. I mean, yeah, there's the Lisa thing that happened in the beginning, but like it never really kept up with after that. Water and wind, okay. But I can do other things. Okay. Yeah, I guess. But the thing too is like it happens at the beginning of Cold Steel 1. It's not like it persists or anything like. I mean, yeah, they bring it up like every 30 seconds, but you know. At least that's how I see it. Kalisa brings it up for no reason, but we can forgive our princess, can't we? She brings it up less than everybody else. But yeah, and it's one thing I've noticed about Zero is they really love messing with Lloyd. Like, to a fault almost. Maybe could have pulled a little bit back on that one, but, you know. I'm only in chapter 3. I can't make that much judgment on the dialogue that much yet, at least. Where's the bus stop? There's the bus stop. Alright, well, that was easy. Ironic coming from Yoware. I mean, I'm beginning to formulate my opinions, but I'm holding off on getting too judgmental with it until the end. Because, like, one thing I've learned, of course, with these games is, you know, I can judge... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, then we're gonna do the thing. You know, I can judge as much as I want, but... a lot of it really is going to come down to one of how much Azure no Kiseki matters to this story. Because like with Cold Steel 1, like if you judge that game on its own, it kind of feels a bit awkward in a sense. Like the character writing is a little bit all over the place, you know, the plot doesn't really like go anywhere. I mean, yeah, there's a cliffhanger, but like in general, like the whole game is just field studies pretty much, if you really think about it, with like the twist at the end and stuff like that. So it's like, Cold Steel 1 on its own, you know? But then you play Cold Steel 2 and you wrap up the entire plot with Class 7, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, now Cold Steel 1 feels like a lot better of a game because of the setup that it does, you know? I do have a lot of money now. You know, so I'm holding off on making too many quick judgments with Zero. Just until at least we get to the end. Like, I'll still have some judgments and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna hold off on getting too judgmental. But definitely gonna reiterate, you know, I'm calling it out that, you know, it almost feels like they're really hammering Lloyd a lot for things that really aren't in his control. Alright, so let's see. So that finishes up the side quest for day 3. Do the urgent request below and continue with the story. Okay. Oh, that's right. I was gonna read a book. Was it Crossbow Times? No. Was it Back Alley Doctor? Yeah. How are you enjoying Chapter 3 so far? I like it. It's very, very chill and relaxed. I like that, you know, we're basically just doing a bunch of side quests while the festival's going on. The race was awesome. I love the race from yesterday. That was, or, you know, Saturday at least, but that was awesome. Really well done and executed scene. Yeah, I don't mind doing a bunch of side quests and stuff like that. I feel like it's a bit different though, because I am streaming this, so part of it also revolves around my commentary and stuff like that too, and me reading it. So like, I don't really notice the pacing of it a little as much because I'm just reading everything. So I don't really mind it. Keeps things chill, because chill streams are more fun in general as opposed to like super hype ones. I mean, of course, if the story gets super hype, then that's one thing, but you know, chill streams I think are always quite enjoyable. And that's why I try my best to not have complete dialogue streams. I know a couple of streams ago it was pretty much all dialogue, but I like to intersperse battle in there too if I can. Thankfully, the game automatically does that with the monster extermination requests, but yeah, I try to keep it entertaining, I think. Chapter 6, Katarina. 10 years ago, Glenn worked with Rufus at a hospital in the Principality of Rimaferia. The two of them, blessed with surgical talent, were promising names among the young doctors. One day at a small theater, they saw a ballet, a traditional dance celebrating the Principality. Both men fell for a dancer on stage. Her name was Katarina Ford. The two of them continued to watch her perform, and as if by fate, somehow became acquainted with this bright star of a girl. She had a very young sister who also became friendly with them. Eventually, Glenn and Katarina fell in love. Even Rufus, his friend and rival, wholeheartedly supported them. However, their happy days did not last long. One day, Katarina came down with an incurable disease and was hospitalized at Glenn and Rufus's workplace. The name? The now too familiar crystallization. Her feet, the life of a ballerina, were immobilized by beautiful Asmali's crystal up to her ankles. They're pretty, right? That was a bold-faced lie, typical of her bright personality. Glenn and Rufus, the doctors charged with her care, suffered. To save her life, there was no other way than to amputate the crystallized feet. It had to be done soon. But they refused to resort to such a drastic measure, for Katarina's feet still burned with the passion for dancing. The doctors searched desperately for an alternative, any miraculous method to save both her life and her feet. They scoured the records for all known cases of crystallization. They examined and re-examined her to try and find the real cause. One day, Glenn made a discovery. Patients with crystallization have a common symptom, a small tumor in the heart. The theory is that this growth nurses a toxin that accumulates and advances crystallization. If the tumor could be surgically removed, the symptoms would subside, and the condition would slowly reverse. With this discovery, people got excited, but the two of them did not rejoice. The removal of a tumor inside the heart was an extremely dangerous operation. Even in this country known for top-tier medical practices, it would be a very difficult surgery. If they failed, it would end in her death. But it could not be delayed. Crystallization was advancing. The time had come to decide. The only option is to remove the crystallized parts. Choosing between life and ballet is foolish. Glenn agreed with Rufus's conclusion. Even if his love would lose her ballet, as long as she had her life, she could find a new passion. However, Katarina disagreed. Ballet is my life. Losing my feet is the same as losing my life. If there's even a small chance that you can do it, I want to bet on it. She begged her beloved Glenn. As the operation neared day by day, Glenn grew conflicted. This was a choice between her life or death. He kept thinking, worrying, and agonizing. In the end, he decided to do as she asked. Rufus was fiercely opposed, but upon reading that look in Glenn's eyes, he knew what wasn't said. He'll do anything to save her. He realized Glenn could not be stopped. The day arrived, and Glenn was to be surgeon. While Katarina's sister watched with concern, she was transported to the operating room. I believe in you, Glenn, whispered Katarina. She, grasping Glenn's rugged hand, fell deeply asleep under anesthesia. She never woke up. Glenn's story had been taken over by Rufus, who had joined them on the rooftop. Glenn abandoned the hospital. He ran away from Katarina's death and became something of a good-for-nothing back alley doctor. Sherry looked at Glenn, surprised. What do you want? Glenn didn't take his eyes off the city. Rufus thought carefully about how to deliver his reply. The date for Hugo's operation has been decided. It's going to be 1 week from today. Oh! Huge respect for Glenn and Rufus for understanding the importance of feet. Indeed. Indeed. Ah ha 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 ha! That story actually reminds me of a book I once read called The Glass Town by Stephen Seville. It's a mystery novel of how this boy he basically ends up trying to find the secrets behind his grandfather's letters that he got one day, or like a letter that he got one day. And basically, like, the whole premise of it was the fact that he had worked alongside a woman, or like he fell in love, like I guess he was working in the film industry along with I forgot what he was doing, but he was in the film industry. This was like in the 1930s, by the way. and he fell in love with this woman, and so did another guy. And you know, like the woman loved the grandpa, but I guess for reasons she had, man, it's been like years since I read this novel. I should reread it again, but she ends up disappearing one day. And you know, the grandpa like knew, like for some reason he's like, I know she's alive out there and stuff like that. And so I won't go too much into it, because actually it's a pretty good, a little slow, but a pretty good novel. But basically, like, it involves how this one man was able to work with film in such an interesting way. A little bit of magic involved, but in an interesting way, that he was able to... I guess that would be a spoiler, wouldn't it? Well, anywho, the man did some things with magic, and it involves that woman. And basically this, you know, grandchild's main, like, his goal for the book ends up trying to become, to like figure out the reasons behind that whole thing. And he gets into like this huge thing that he really shouldn't, but he does anyway. And like, it's a good novel. I recommend it. I don't do justice by talking about it because I don't want to spoil the story. But if you've ever got a chance, I do recommend The Glass Town by Stephen Seville. Pretty cool novel. It gives a little bit of insight to how the film industry not really, but kind of worked in the 1930s and stuff like that. This may come as an odd question, but any thoughts on the Hayworth family? I mean, they're clearly important. I know a little bit of their importance, and I hope that resolution comes to light sooner rather than later. But I do remember Sky SC Chapter 3 and a particular man with purple hair. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And hopefully something good comes out of it. Did she suffer from sudden vanish syndrome? Ha! If only. Can I show you my notebook preemptively? No. Okay. Talk to Donovan. It's actually funny because I had originally forgotten who that man was, but then I was like, I wanted to see where Spondu was from the JRPG server, and I like was looking up videos of Sky Second Chapter, and I saw that person. I was like, oh yeah, okay, now this is interesting. This is going to be interesting when that actually comes to light and stuff like that. Because we've seen, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is gonna sound really weird, but like we've seen her in Crossbell, and she's clearly walking around doing something. So I assume it has something to do with him. And oh boy. The side plot, which is very interesting. But anyway, back to the main plot. Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're here to ask about the support request you submitted. Are you free right now? I suppose I could find the time. Thanks for coming, everyone. Sky Third honestly debated as hard. Is the door a lie? Was the door a lie? I hope it wasn't. No, I don't think the door was a lie, but that'd be a funny thing to start saying. Is like, the door was a lie! So, what exactly does the request entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. You can say that again. Take a seat, guys. Roger. Someone's telling me that we've got some legit police work ahead of us. I wish it was a lie. Ew, if only. Now then, about the reason we've called you in for today. Well, we want the special support section to help us expose the counterfeit dealer, who should be on the way to Crossbell as we speak. A counterfeit dealer? Could you explain more? They are traders that illegally sell seemingly genuine accessories and ornaments. They use the logos of famous brands. In other words, they deal in fakes. It qualifies as a major criminal offense under Crossbell state law. She really had all that memorized? Cause yeah, that's the general idea. Every year, loads of counterfeit dealers try their hand in Crossbell, posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Vernon Company, vintage Striker products, not to mention a boatload of Septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers, he's earned these crooks a whole lot of mira. Making some cash by deceiving innocents. That's just messed up, man. Let me get this straight. You want us to help you take these guys down? Exactly. We should really be handling this ourselves, but there's just too many of these reports to deal with every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living too. We'll need to crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in the CPD. I'm with you there. I understand the situation. If you truly think that Triple S is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent. I'm in your debt. Okay, so what would you like for us to do? Okay, so here's the deal. I think they've got 3 points of entry: Crossbell Station, the airport, and Tangram Gate. We'll take care of the station and the airport, and you guys can be on the lookout at the border. The 2nd Division is short-staffed, so we can't afford to send people all the way out there. And besides, I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with Deputy Commander Ballas, right? Bales. You're best suited to cooperate with her if you need to come up with any countermeasures against them. It's as you say. I wouldn't be too surprised if she were more willing to cooperate with us than the other CPD officers. Oh, hell no. I'm totally cool with finishing the job without having to see her. Okay, looks like we've got everything in order. We'll start by covering the airport and the station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Understood. We'll depart for Tangram Gate immediately. Thanks. Count on you. See you guys later. Okay, you guys want to head to Tangram Gate now? We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Ballas and request for cooperation. Alright, over we go back to Tangram Gate. God, I can't imagine using only a D-pad to run around in these places. Like, it's kind of tricky. Having a control stick is quite nice. To the west. No, to the east. Haha, see, I'm learning the map a little. It's Belgard, which is by Erebonia, not Tangram. Hey, excuses, ma'am. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander Sergeant Major. Or Deputy Commander Sergeant Major. Nice to see you. Hello, you four. Given you came to see me directly, I assume that something has happened. Yes, actually, there's something we'd like to discuss with you if you don't mind. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on Tangram Gate's cooperation. Thank you, Deputy Commander. Hold up, that's that? Hit the border gates crazy busy during the anniversary festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, the CGF primarily focuses on border security here at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think we're obligated to help out. Well put, Noel. The Special Support Section shouldn't have to worry about our workload. That being said, we are currently short on hands, so we can't do much. Any assistance you can provide us is welcome. And I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have an opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to police intel, the counterfeit dealer will be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. Noon, hmm? Did you mention I believe there's a bus scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, your dealer should be on board. You know, there's a bit of a delay between the bus heading to the city before the bus heading to the city shows up. Usually passengers wait for the connection, go to the mess hall to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we got ourselves a plan then. First, the Sergeant Major will escort all the passengers into the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not cause a ruckus, and try to find our counterfeit dealer. If you ever want to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but it should be enough to screen most of the passengers. And what about the rest of you? What are you gonna do? I am curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. The pressure's starting to get to me. There is little time remaining until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I can have beds prepared for you if needed. Right away. Once the bus arrives, they'll give you a call on your Enigma. Until then, use your free time to rest. Yes, ma'am. I won't read every single one of these. That all of them? Yes, it should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. I appreciate it, Noel. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers total, and we're all positive that came from the Republic. Speak to all the NPCs. Okay. Are you sure you're allowed to show us this list to the people outside the CGF? In a way, this is tantamount to the disclosure of personal information. It's just names. Considering names and addresses aren't shown on the list. What? You won't regret it. Considering their names and addresses aren't shown on the list, we won't have to worry about school. What do you mean? Then what's on the list? Ooh, she's scary smart, man. Alright then, thanks for letting us see this, Noel. We're definitely going to need to take a closer look if we want to be absolutely certain. Oh, we didn't even get to see the list. Well, we should strike while the iron's hot. There's not much time until the bus arrives. The quest requires you to do so? I think it does, because it says talk to all 6 people in the dining hall and then talk to all people in the bedroom. Again, what is our party gonna do? Are they just... like, just have Lloyd going alone if you're trying not to stand out. Oh, I can't wait until the bus arrives and takes me to financial success. I hear that Crossbell is the ideal place to do business. Miro awaits. Excuse me, sir, you're some kind of merchant, right? Exactly right. I deal in rare Calvardian novelties. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come expand my wares with Crossbellian goods to sell back in Calvard. You run your business by yourself? Is that not difficult? Despite how things sound, I have quite the wide array of personal connections. I pride myself on having contacts from every country in Zemuria, and business is coming along quite smoothly, much to my surprise. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to show you my wares. Yes? Okay, or not. Morning, are you heading to Crossbell City too? You could say that. So, are you two traveling together? That's a roundabout way of asking if we're dating, and no, we're not. Oh, that is a surprise. Yeah, here we go again. Contrary to what you think, we're siblings, not a couple. Since we barely look alike, people are always getting the wrong impression. But we both love to travel. We stick together during trips, just the 2 of us. Wow, sounds like you two get along really well. Well, I'd feel bad if she went by places by herself since she doesn't have a boyfriend. Ha ha, aren't you hilarious? Isn't it you who mother's always nagging to find that special someone? Okay, you got me. How about we put that behind us and make the trip the best one yet? Dude, check her out. Oh, is that Kilika? You weren't riding on the bus, were you? What? Oh, well, since we got here so late, we decided to spend the night. That is Kilika! Yeah, let's not push our luck. Is that so? Well, I suppose that would be the rational thing to do. Enlighten me, madam. What exactly are you doing here in Crossbell? I suppose you could say I'm searching for a jewel. What sort of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one. One that can enchant people and sleeps in this very state. If I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. However, doing so may require me to use whatever means necessary. Why is she being so cryptic? I wouldn't think too hard about it. That is Kilika, right? Right? Or is it like Lucy? Is it like Lucy Cole? Oh, la. That is. Ah! I didn't think I'd see her again until Kuro. Oh dear, oh my, what a handsome young man. You remind me of my grandchild, Sonny. Such a smart-looking demeanor. Thank you. Ma'am, are you from Crossbell? Oh, no, I'm from Calvar, dear. You see, my son's family lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. Did I mention it's been almost 3 years since I last came here? You sure seem happy, ma'am. Oh, how could I not? After all, it's been so long since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. It feels like it was only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. I can't wait to see how much he's grown over the years. My dear grandson, all grown up. Hey, you four, don't you think the lady's up to something? Huh? Lady? Which one? The black-haired one sitting over the other side wearing the pantsuit. I saw her with the rest of the passengers, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, she's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. I can definitely she's not your average lady. Don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. Don't do it. Did I talk to everybody? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6 people. I actually didn't realize you were a real person. I thought you were just an in person. What do you want? This guy looks like an oddball. Excuse me, sir. Could you give us your reason for coming to Crossbell? Why do you need to know? Just curious, sir. Why the hostility, old man? Got some secret you're hiding? Don't wanna let anyone know that you're guilty about that guilty conscience of yours. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, Randy. Don't worry, I got the same taste as you. Crossbell's soaring with all sorts of cuties. Not to mention, it's full of fun little places that you can take them to. Man, I like your style. Want me to tell you about some of my favorite spots? Such shamelessness. Fishing. I came here to fish, okay? I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I just came here to fish for some of your freshwater species. Alone. Something wrong with that, punk? Nah, I'm cool with that. Sorry for teasing you, mister. I can't tell if he was playing bad cop or what. Good day, then. People keep mentioning how pretty a place Crossbell is. To be honest, I'm really excited to see whether that's true or not. My father's visited loads of countries on his business trips, and between you and me, I can't wait to see what he can teach me. You know, traveling by bus has a unique charm to it. It's almost beautiful in a way. My boy seems to be having a blast too. Oh yeah? Are you having a family vacation? Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of putting about it. My son has always supported me through thick and thin, so I want to be able to show my love and appreciation for him. Hence this trip. You sound like quite the caring father, sir. Come now, I'm going to blush. I'm constantly having to go on business trips, so I have to take advantage of times like this to show off my fatherly love. That's all there is to it. Ha ha ha. Attention passengers, Randy was playing the bad boy cop. He sure was. Oh! How'd it go? My assessment is that we do not have information to fully determine who the dealer is. All those guys struck me as regular people coming to enjoy the festival. Is there really a criminal hiding in that group? I find it hard to believe. Lloyd, you're being quiet, as usual. Did you come to some conclusion? As usual. Sort of. There was one person who said something that sounded odd. Seriously? What the hell was it? It's just a hunch, Randy. Right now we need to board that bus to put our heads together if we want to get to the bottom of this. We should be on our way. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up, and we will not be able to track them down. To the bus stop then. It's right outside the gate in the parking lot. I wish I could do more, but I've done all I can. I'll be praying for your success. Okay, I'm a little confused as to why the answer is what it is. Because I had a different answer, but... Like I said earlier, I plan to uncover the identity of the counterfeit dealer on the bus ride. Let's think things through and figure it out before we reach Crossbell City. Gotcha. We are in a race against time. No time to waste then, shall we? Why would it be that one, actually? First off, we should sort through all the information we have on the counterfeit ring. The group of counterfeit dealers split up and entered Crossbell via the train station, airport, and Tangram Gate. At least, according to the report given by Donovan. Yes, that's right. If the report is accurate, our couple should be one of the passengers on this bus. With that information, we can deduce one infallible truth. The counterfeit dealer who boarded this bus is working independently. From that, we can conclude that this is likely the ring's leader. Whoa, seriously? Would their leader be working solo with no backup? It's possible, but what's your reasoning behind that? It's relatively simple to explain. For them to sell their merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods into Crossbell, right? Naturally, it seems odd for them to be using the bus route to Tangram Gate. Yeah, now that you mention it, if I were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbell via train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the station and the airport do not require strict security screenings for the people from the Republic or the Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is a tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to some underlings is the name of the game. Oh, and by process of elimination, our culprit already ordered his goons to smuggle through the station and the airport. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly enter Crossbell. Is that you're kind of getting at, Lloyd? Couldn't have summed it up better. It's circumstantial evidence, but it still holds some weight. When we apply that logic to this case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out, so siblings and father and son are clear. Exactly, but there's something else. When I was questioning the passengers, one of them said something fishy. That person is most likely the leader of the counterfeit ring. Something fishy, eh? Lloyd holding out information from his team be like, that's the common name of the game in this, because Lloyd's the only detective. Ay. The eccentric old woman who claims he came here to Crossbell to fish. The kind old lady who claims to see Crossbell to see her grandchild for the first time in 3 years. The dark-haired woman shrouded in mystery. The young girl who seems to distrust the dark-haired woman. And the merchant who travels back and forth between Crossbell and the Republic. Yeah, I think I've got them pinned down. Among the suspects, the leader of the counterfeit dealers must be... So I don't understand why, but it's not the merchant. It's not the elderly man. It's not Kilika. I thought it was the young woman, but apparently it's the elderly woman. The elderly woman. You positive? Definitely. Yeah, given the evidence, it wouldn't make sense for the counterfeit dealer to be anyone else. I guess that's true. This one I'm actually kind of at a loss at. I'm not sure what she said that specifically gives it away. Hang on. You remind me of our grandchild, tonight. Such a smart looking demeanor. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing it. I feel like it should be right there in my face, but I'm missing it. Even Kilika is like, what the hell? Could you please wait a moment? Oh, if it isn't the fine young folk I met at the border. What might you dearies need with an old lady like myself? We apologize for not having told you sooner, but we're here with the Crossbell Police Special Sports Section. We'd like for you to answer a few quick questions, ma'am. Huh? Excuse me, Sonny. Are you implying something? What am I guilty of? No matter situation, isn't it rude to bother a frail old lady like myself? I understand your reservation. The CPD received some interesting information today. A certain group of criminals are supposedly trying to infiltrate Crossbell. Aha, hey Blubba. We were tasked with investigating Tangram Gates. We were covertly questioned any inbound tourists there. One of them stood out due to a particularly strange remark. That remark came from you, ma'am. What's that supposed to mean, son? One of your statements in the dining hall struck me as incredibly suspicious. I believe you claimed it's been about 3 years since you last came to Crossbell. And what's so strange about that? The area in Calvard I'm from isn't very close to Crossbell. There's something weird about me visiting infrequently. I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. The problem is what followed. You said you went to a theme park with your grandson during your last visit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, well, the theme park is brand new to this festival, isn't it? It's quite simple, really. If you had really visited Crossbell 3 years ago like you claim, you would have had trouble visiting Michelin Wonderland, considering it didn't even exist at the time. What? This can't be! I mean, the thing is... Oh yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Silly old me must have read about it somewhere and got myself confused. You know how it is with us elderly folk, right? Oh, it was a misunderstanding? No problem. Do you mind if we gave your grandson's family a quick call to corroborate your story? I'm sure they'd be quick to defend you if the police suspected you, right? Then again, that's not even an option. You can't call someone who isn't real. It's pretty funny when you think about it. You went to visit a non-existent theme park with a non-existent grandson? This type of mistake would have only been possible for someone who hasn't visited Crossbell in the last 2 years. Frequently coming here to run your crooked business is exactly allowed for that contradiction in your statement. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you seriously think a kind elderly lady like myself would be heinous enough to pawn off counterfeit goods on unsuspecting people? I do believe you just put the final nail in your coffin, ma'am. Not once during this exchange do we specify the crime in question. Oh, crap. Way to fall for one of the oldest tricks in the book, you old bat. I think it's about time you face the music. I'm sure you have a perfectly logical explanation as to why you have access to sensitive information. We'd be more than happy to listen to you in our interrogation room. So, that's that, right? I'll give you one last chance, ma'am. Please turn yourself in peacefully, or else... Who? I'll go along with a bunch of idiotic whippersnappers! What? Eek! She's got off her rocker! Her true nature has finally been revealed. You're all just a bunch of cowards trying to deceive a helpless old lady like myself. I'm sure the goddess will smite you all if you don't correct your nasty behavior. It's honestly laughable you could utter such nonsense without a hint of irony. Are you not guilty of deceiving others with your unscrupulous business? Shut up, you damn munchkin! Munchkin? I hate you all! This is exactly why the police embracers are trash! I bet you think you're so righteous! Maybe you morons should get off your freaking high horses! Calm down, ma'am, if you could just come with us quiet. Zip it, punk! Got cotton in your ears? I said I'm not going with you! Don't make me repeat myself again! No, don't make me repeat myself! If you think you can catch me so easily... Then why don't you go ahead and try me? Seriously? How could an old lady move so quickly? Suddenly she becomes Wendy Oldback. That's kind of the idea. That's kind of the voice I was trying to go for. Where the hell did that whole nicest grandma you'd ever meet charade disappear off to? Munchkin. Is it really the time for this, you guys? We need to hurry up and chase after her, or else she might actually escape. True, let's go after her. Don't underestimate you, freaking bats. Mr. Weensy, I'll forge these like my chocolate climb mounds back my you blow. Act. Oh dear, I must have actually struck my leg out when I wasn't looking. Are you still breathing, ma'am? You bitch! What the hell do you think you're doing? I see you have as much energy to spare, despite your old age. Crap, considering how fast she was running, she's probably... Look over there, line! Huh? She ended up collapsing? Yo, check it out! The hot black-haired lady here is here too! Wait, hold on a second. Did you do this? Talk later. Restraining her is of the utmost urgency at the moment. She still has pep in her step, so I imagine she's quick to recover. Damn you! Good call, ma'am. You mind helping me out, Ellie? Not at all. I apologize, but could you accompany us for the time being? Having analyzed the situation, it's clear your assistance was crucial in the arrest. Very well. I wasn't intending on standing out, but perhaps this was fate. Rest easy, ma'am. Allow me the pleasure of escorting a fine lady such as yourself. Randy, that is one woman you don't want to mess with. Could I ask for your name then? Like I'd give my name to some lanky brat? Lanky? Listen here, Granny. Do you have any idea of what you've done? You're aware we've already arrested all your friends, right? So, canon and given already. You insolent, disrespectful hooligan! Did your parents teach you no etiquette? When talking to a lady, you must at least offer a cup of tea! Common courtesy! Huh, sure, whatever. I'll bring you a cup later, okay? Is Raven gonna be alright handling her by herself? She's a tough nut, that's for sure, but don't worry, we can crack her. Besides, this is a secure facility. She won't be getting out of here anytime soon. I don't know. I could see her brute forcing her way out of anything, quite honestly. I agree. By the way, who's the beautiful young lady over there? You know, now that I think about it, I never asked. Excuse me, ma'am. We're going to need your name and occupation, please. For police business, of course. Kilika Ruran, at your service. I'm a Calvardian entertainment producer. Eh? I came to Crossbell, well, let's just say it was by chance. Entertainment? What? Kilika, eh? Gotta say, I dig it. And you're a producer to boot. You definitely look the part. I mean that in the best of ways. Oh, they better... I'm getting southern now. They better tell us what the heck happened in y'all Kuro no Kiseki. Like, actually, though, she was, she was a receptionist for the Zeiss, Bracer Guild. But I remember after the whole Zin Walter situation, she returned to Calvard to help out with the embassy, correct? She was gonna be like not an ambassador, but she was supposed to help out with the Calvardian embassy. Or something like that. How did she become an entertainment producer? Is that right? Excuse our poor manners, ma'am. The CPD thanks you for your invaluable cooperation. It's probably a front, isn't it? There's no way. If you like, I'm sure we can scrounge up a reward for you. Can't guarantee it'll be much, though. Please, don't bother. I hardly think my contribution was worth that much. Well, if you say so, I'm sure a bookkeeper will appreciate that, too. Please remain professional, Inspector. And actually, I've been wondering, how did the state got to the train station airport go? Oh, that? Luckily, the other dealers were caught and arrested. On top of that, we were able to confiscate all the counterfeit items they were carrying. So, if all goes according to plan, they'll be out of business for the rest of the year. Rest of the year? Implying there'll be other years? Yes, well, in addition to a certain warning, they will also be prohibited from entering Crossbow for a month, but that's about it, most likely. You're not going to detain them? So what you're saying is that our work didn't do jack. Dio said it before. According to state law, it's only a minor criminal offense, and since they're foreigners, we can't do much. Trust me, I understand how disheartening it can be, but this is about as much as we can do. Now, don't be discouraged. You four did fine work today. Especially when you consider the fact that they'll be out of commission for the festival. Donovan, please help me. Oops, sound like Raymond needs some saving from that devil spawn. Anyway, good luck. Your effectiveness was most definitely noted, let me assure you. I don't know why I'm speaking like this now. Thank you, Inspector. You can give us a call anytime. Crossbow's authority really is weak, as the rumors say. Well, I suppose I could not be surprised about that. What do you mean? Laws are created to protect the citizenry's well-being, and yet, Crossbow is no more than an obedient pup to Ereboni and Calvard. Surely you've noticed the bitter truth on more than one occasion, right? It has to be extremely frustrating, I imagine. Don't be so glum. After all, for contributing to fight against the status quo, you ought to be praised. Though I suppose it's none of my business as a Calvardian. Regardless, I'd advise you to not give up. I'm sure your efforts will pay off one day. Kilika! So what's your plan now? Already found a place to crash? Yes, I have. A room in the entertainment district's fancy hotel. Millennium, was it? Anyway, I plan on staying there for a bit. We'd be more than happy to give you a tour of the city, but I'd have to check our schedule. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm well acquainted with Crossbell City. You said the entertainment district? Does that have something to do with the motive behind your visit? You are a sharp one, aren't you? That's right. I've come to see Arc and Seal. If possible, I was hoping to get them to agree to performing in the Republic. A tour, perhaps. You're looking to book them? Why, of course! Arc and Seal is an enchanting Septium vein lying dormant in Crossbell. Have they the charisma to capture Calvard with their magical shows? Can they create a vortex of enthusiasm for theater there? Determining that is my mission. I see. So when she was talking about a jewel at Tangum Gate, she was talking about Arc and Seal all along? You're an interesting bunch, unrefined, yet true to yourselves. And true professionals as well. Deducing who the culprit was like that? That wasn't something that comes easily to people. Let's both do our best from here on out, okay? Yeah. Thank you for your assistance, Kilika. If there's anything you need while you're here, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd love for an opportunity to return the favor. If the opportunity arises, I certainly won't. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. Oh, this request is more than I was expecting. You're telling me. But hey, thanks to that I was able to meet that hot piece of lady. Man, I thought I used to be checking out Eastern chicks. But damn, that Kilika's on another level. You are incorrigible. I pronounced that word terribly wrong, but... Well, at least you didn't say it in front of her, I guess. Is everyone ready to get going? And away we go! Ba-da-da-da-da.
おっと、
あら、また緊急要請かしら。
Man, it's the first time they've talked.
はい、ロイドです。
お、ビンゴだな。いやー、会ってて何よりだぜ。
どちら様？
は、僕の声を聞いてわかんねえのかよ。ヨナだよ、ヨナ。天才、ヨナセイクリット。
I read that as Yona scared.
なんだ君か。どうして君がこの番号を知ってるんだ？
警察のデータベースから調べたに決まってんじゃん。いやー、警察のセキュリティってちょっとざるすぎるんじゃん。まあトップシークレットなんかはデータベースにはないみたいだけどさ。
お前な。
誰からなんだ？
ああ、あのハッカーの坊主だよ。
まったくあの子は。
それで何の用なんだ？ハッキングの腕を自慢したいんじゃないだろう。
それなんだけどさ、ちょっと僕からの依頼を受けてくんないかなって思ってさ。
何？
まあ正確にはティオの助けが借りたいだけなんだけど、一応あんたたちにも話を通しておこうと思ってさ。
あのな、こっちは忙しいんだ。
No, no.
プライベートな話だったらさすがに断らせてもらうぞ。
まあプライベートっちゃプライベートな用事だけど、報酬はたんまり弾むぜ。
俺たちは遊撃士じゃない。直接そうした報酬を受け取るつもりはないんだが。
お高く止まっちゃって。ただまあ報酬といっても直接見らってわけじゃないさ。あんたたちの欲しがってる情報をパックしたメモリークォーツ、それだったらどうよ。いい反応じゃん。ま、とにかく僕んとこに来てくれよ。詳しい話はその時にするからさ。
わかった。
何だったの？
あ
なるほど。
たくふざけたガキだぜ。しかも確実にこっちの足元を見てやがるな。
でもとりあえず行ってみた方が良さそうですね。私の助けが欲しいみたいですし、逆にこちらが彼の足元を見ることもできるかもしれません。
あ、いや別にそんな駆け引きはしなくてもいいんだけど。
Well, we're gonna do it anyway.
というかどうして彼はティオに直接連絡しないんだ？お
そらく悔しいんだと思います。おととい 落ちゲーの対戦で徹底的に任したばかりですから。
So that's what that was?
そうなのか。
その落ちゲーっていうのはよくわからないけど、
あの小僧がティオスケには頭が上がらないのは確かみてえだな。
基本的に甘ったれですから。とにかく他に用事がなければヨナのところに行ってみましょう。私としても彼の依頼内容は気になりますし。
そうだな。行ってみるか。
Okay, to Residential Street. And we head back into the Geofront. Oh my god. I'm gonna ignore that piece of dialogue.
Oh, よく来たじゃん。
よく来たじゃんじゃないだろ。
私の助けが欲しいそうですが。
いやー、実はさ、ハッキングの手伝いをあんたにしてほしいんだよね。
帰ります。
ちょっと待った！どうしていきなり帰ろうとするんだよ。
そりゃ当たり前だろ。
たくふざけたガキだな。
いきなり犯罪を手伝えというのは少し乱暴すぎると思うんだけど。
だから別に今のところは犯罪じゃないんだってば。
Yet.
それに企業とか IBC とかに仕掛けるわけじゃねえっての。ちょっと厄介な相手の尻尾をつかむってだけの話さ。
厄介な相手？
あ、食いついたな。あのさ、とりあえず話だけでも聞いてくんねえかな。あんたも絶対に興味がある話だと思うし。
Oh no, I forgot to grab a book.
わかりました。ただし、つまらない話だった場合、少し痛い目に遭ってもらいます。ポムットで20連鎖くらい食らってもらうとか。
本当にやられたら屈辱的すぎるんで、マジで勘弁してください。
キティ？
可愛らしい名前だけど、本当にそんなハッカーがいるのか？
Didn't you mention Kitty last time as well?
嘘言っても仕方ねえだろ。初めてそいつと遭遇したのは半年くらい前のことだったな。いくつかの会社にハッキングしてたら突然何者かにトレースされたんだ。その時は慌てて侵入経路を切断してなんとか逃げたんだけど、その時にこっちを小バカにするようにキティってハンドルネームをこっちに送りつけてきたんだ。
Oh no, he's getting catfished. Ba-dum-ts.
それ以来たまにこっちの仕事にちょっかいかけてくるんだよ。
聞いた話だと、ハッカーというのはとても珍しい存在らしいけれど。
I'll be here all week.
本当にあなた以外にもそんな人がクロスベルにいるの？
ああ、絶対間違いないね。そりゃ最初は僕だって何かの間違いかと思ったぜ。僕に匹敵する天才ハッカーがこの街にもう一人いるなんてさ。
匹敵するというより、どう考えてもそのキティの方が腕は上だと思いますけど。まあ、あなたの本来の専門はシステム言語の開発ですし、ハッキングで負けたからといってあまり気落ちしなくていいかと。
余計な慰めはいいんだよ。とにかく僕としてはそいつに一矢報いてやりたいんだ。なんとかアドレスを割り出してアクセスポイントを掴んでやる。その手伝いを頼みたいんだよ。今日キティがネットに現れるという保証はあるんですか？ こっちもそれなりに分析と対策をしてきてるんでね。どう やらキティはいつもネットに張り付いているわけじゃないみたいだが、奴が興味を持ちそうなネタをネットにばらまいておいたんだ。今までの傾向から言ってキティが現れる可能性は 90%。
YouTube.
これを逃す手はねえだろ。
なるほど。となるとどちらか片方がおとり役になってキティをおびき寄せる。その間もう片方が別のアクセスポイントからキティの侵入経路を割り出す。それを何度か繰り返してキティを追い込んでいく。そういった段取りでしょうか。
へっ、さすがだな。あんただったらあのモードを使えばキティの処理に追いつけるはずだ。僕だっていろいろ準備はしてるからスピードじゃ負けるつもりはないしな。2対1なら絶対に尻尾をつかめるはずだぜ。
2つ問題が。まずハッキングの支援をするのに適当な端末が必要ということです。支援可の端末はハッキングのリスクを考えるとあまり使いたくありませんし。
だったらちょうどいい場所がある。ジオフロント A 区画の仮想に第三制御端末ってのがあるんだ。こことはコアルーターが別だから挟み撃ちにはうってつけのはずさ。
なるほど、すごい。
話がまるでわからね
さすがに専門的すぎるわね。ただもう一つはこの忙しい時にそれなりの時間を取られてしまうということです。
それは
ちょっと問題ね。
え。昨日もレースかなんかで午後の時間を使っちまったしな。
おいおい、そりゃないぜ。支援要請だっけ。それって別に必ずやんなきゃいけないもんじゃないんだろ。見返りに情報も渡すんだから付き合ってくれてもいいじゃん。
でもな。
ですからこの件は私一人で引き受けます。ロイドさんたちはこのまま支援業務を続けてください。
ティオ。
でも役割分担するだけの話です。どのみちハッキングになれば私一人がいれば十分ですし、皆さんだって私一人が抜けても通常の支援業務に支障はないでしょ。
だがそのもう一つの端末ってのは駅前のジオフロントの奥にあるんだろう。さすがにちょいと危なくねえか。
まあなんとかなるのではないかと。もうあそこの魔獣であれば私一人でも対処できそうですし。ティオちゃ
んならこうしよう。俺がティオに付き添うからエリーとランディは警察本部の手伝いに回ってくれないか。
おう、いいんじゃねえか。さすがにティオスケ一人を行かせるってのもあれだしな。
You and Lloyd, huh? Interesting split.
そうね、私もそれは反対。本部も忙しいでしょうから雑用はいくらでもあるでしょうし。
For some reason, I'm kind of worried about Randy and Ellie being able to take care of those jobs.
いいじゃん別に。遠慮することじゃねえだろ。あんたってそういうのを気にするようなタイプだったっけ。
He.
うわー、何怒ってんだよ。
わかりました。その代わり今日片付けたい用事は今のうちに片付けてしまいましょう。多分一度始めて。
ああ、そうみたいだな。
Yes.
それまでこっちはセッティ。
I need to go get a book. I need to go get a book. That's it. I just need a book. Well, I also need to sleep. I need to sleep and get a book. First sleep. Man, Lloyd, why is we always go to your room to sleep? Like, why do we ever go to anyone else's room? Well, why would we go to anyone else's room? Well, since it is just Lloyd and Tio, I probably should give them better weapons. Just to give that extra edge. $131, $127. Yeah. In the cafe. Talk to a man on the second floor. You lied to me. Hell. I've been lied to. There is no man on the second floor. Oh, there is a man actually. He was there this entire time. Oh man. Wait, what? Talk to Roberts on the second. What? Where's my book? Ah, fine. Okay, well, I found the man, but he didn't give me the book. I swear to God, if that's the reason why I miss that book, I'm gonna be mad. Oh man, y'all freaking... And of course I don't have U material. Blep! That's okay, Lloyd needs it more than anyone anyway. Causes petrified, 10%. Ooh. Oh my god, like Tio finally passed 100 strength. Y'all got anything new? What the heck? It's for your own good, Ashley. Accept Ravachi's protection. We'll make sure to have your business back. How many times have I turned this offer down now? You don't seem to understand, Ashley. I know that's exactly what you're capable of, so I'd like to settle this without having to take you down. Don't think we'll let you off so easily. Wait. What did I walk myself into? The guy doesn't even mention this. Interesting offer, my friend. Hit me with your best shot, Garcia. My business extends all the way from Crossbelt to Eastern Zamuria. Get over yourself. My routes are too much for some hot-headed petty criminals to handle. Once you get that through your thick skull, you can get over yourself, Mr. Mafia Boss. Who do you think you're talking to? Don't get cocky, too cocky, you fool. Hey, Cusper. Yeah, you. Shut up! Ugh, you and that little brat of yours haven't changed one bit. Well, whatever. Think it over if you want your little operation and Crossbelt up and running, that is. You're in the way. Move. So, even Garcia Rossi comes down here, eh? It sounded like an intense argument. Yeah, that kid. Hey you, redhead. You look like you know your way around a gun. You ever been in the military? Huh? Well, I did spend some time in the CGF. The Guardian Force is officially classified as the military, so I wouldn't call myself a soldier. A tall redhead. That looks like he's fought some real battles. Can I help you, lady? Nope, don't worry about it. Sorry to bother you. Just give me a heads up if you need anything. Sure. What was that all about? Ha! Serves that old Jaeger right. Ain't that pretty ballsy of her to do so? Did she just call Garcia Jaeger? I want these, but they're so expensive. I probably could make this, but like if I'm already gonna have 2 of each, then I don't know. I already have like all of these. All right. Warp.
何？よーし。だったら細かい打ち合わせを。
じゃあ私とランディは警察本部の方に向かうわね。
ロイド、清介のことは頼んだぜ。
なあ、任せてくれ。ランディは仕事をサボったりするなよ。
ギグそんなめそうもない。
イグ。
まあ私が一応監視してるから。ピオちゃん頑張ってね。はい。エリーさんも。
そんじゃ向こうに到着したらエニグマでこっちに連絡してくれよ。ミッション開始すっからさ。
わかりました。
よくわからないけど、あまりやりすぎないでくれよ。動力ネットを利用している人に迷惑をかけるのはダメだぞ。
言われるまでもねえよ。僕もティオも多分キティも一般ユーザーに気づかれるような素人臭い真似をするもん。
ネットという領域の水面下で2対1の鬼ごっこをする。そんな感じになるはずなので心配はいらないかと。
ま、それならいいんだけど。
そんじゃよろしく頼んだぜ。さーて腹ごしらえにピザでも頼んでおこうかな。
How is he still
や
alive?
れやれ。それじゃあここを出てクロスベル駅の方に向かおう。
Try a sandwich. You can make a sandwich healthy.
ジオフロント A 区画の奥にある場所だったか。
Yo, like the freaking store near me that also has a sandwich shop inside. They do everything bread. Like on like they're basically like their sandwich rolls. Oh my god, they have everything seasoning on there. So like not only do you just pile on whatever vegetables and stuff you like, already healthy enough as is, because sandwiches are freaking healthy. Or hoagies as they call them here. But like, oh, that everything seasoning is so good. They got roasted onion on there too. Which if you never had roasted onion with everything seasoning, oh man, it like changes the game. Throw that with some garlic on there. You got salt on there. You got poppy seeds on there. You got sesame seeds on there. Oh, so good.
はい。第三制御端末ですね。細かい位置については到着した時に説明します。
了解。それじゃあ行こうか。
The one problem with poppy seeds is that they're stupidly messy.
A 区画の仮想というと。
はい。降りた先の奥にロックされたエレベーターがあったのを覚えていますか？認証コードを打ち込めば起動するので、そこから仮想エリアに行けるはずです。
Why couldn't we do that before?
なるほど。って認証コードなんかどうやって手に入れたんだ？
以前 IBC の端末でヨナの居場所を突き止めた時に偶然手に入れました。多分そのまま使えると思います。
Good job.
大丈夫なのか？ 勝手に使ったりして。
ジオフロントそのものはクロスベル市の施設ですから、法的には問題ないかと。単に問い合わせの手順を短縮しただけのことです。
そういうもまあいいか。とにかく降りてみよう。
はい。
And away we go!
これが A 区画の仮想に降りるエレベーターですね。認証コードを打ち込みます。起動しました。
よし、それじゃあ降りるか。
I like continuously coming back into the Geofront. It's like the old schoolhouse. It's a dungeon that keeps on evolving.
おそらく仮想の採用にあるかと。それなりに歩くとは思うので、気をつけた方が良さそうですね。
ああ、そんな場所に一人で行こうとしてたのか。
Evolving dungeons are always pretty cool. Because you got stronger enemies, you have different looks, different puzzles that you can incorporate.
しかし、上の階層と比べると、照明とかが古いタイプみたいだな。もしかして、建造された時期が違うのか。
ええ。この辺りは初期の頃に建造されたエリアみたいですね。ジオフロント自体、20年前から続いている都市計画の産物ですが、割と場当たり的な仕様変更で複雑な構造になったみたいですね。工事の発注に関しては議員の利権が絡んでいるという話をエリーさんから聞いたことがあります。
はあ、なるほどね。それにしてもかなり広そうな場所じゃないか。こんなところに一人で来ようなんて思ったのか。
それは
いいよ、とにかく怪我しないように。それだけは心がけてくれ。俺の方も全力で守るからさ。
はい。ロイドさんでしたらコンビネーションを使ったクラフトを試してみませんか。エリーさんやランディさんみたいにうまくはできないかもしれませんが。
なあ、いいかもしれないな。よし、せっかく二人きりだし。
はい。
Omega Strike! So, the guide has been telling me to avoid using them if you intend to get on all three of the final bonding events. I kind of am gonna just ignore that and use them as I see fit. If I miss things in general,
先生可能。始めましょう。私の番です。分析を開始します。
we'll just look it up later.
はい。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな。
私の番でレイ。
任せてくれ。
But we're gonna keep the playthrough at least relatively normal. In the sense that I'm gonna,
開始します。
I'm gonna use whatever I
分
have
析を開始します。入手しました。
at my disposal.
はい。エニグマ起動。
任せてくれ。エニグマ駆動。
行きます。
How did you miss?
ドライブ開始。
これが俺たちの力だ。
You find fingerprints inside the chest that point to the likely culprit. 3 guesses as to who that is. Okay, I've gone too far. I don't have a map once again, so I have to mentally map this in my head. Luck skill checked. Luck skill check failed. The chest is still empty. Oh man. Oh, Okay. The dungeon can be confusing even with a map. Well, you didn't give me one. This guide. I love it and I hate it. I already bought you.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。はい。エニグマ駆動。
まだまだいける。行くぞ。
さてと、情報を入手しました。
行くぞ。
はい。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だ。
Hi! How much health did he have?
安心です。
Turn. Good.
先生可能。始めましょう。そこです。
行くぞ。
Suck this.
もう大丈夫だ。
I love when she says that for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, yo, 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 yo. There's a switch over the... Oh, okay. Wait, how do I get to that switch? What? Oh, I see, I see. Okay, okay.
データ収集を開始します。エニグマ駆動。それ。はい。ドライブ開始。
ありがとう。行くぞ。セボ。新手か。望むところだ。
行きます。そこです。
よし。エニグマ。
行きます。
や。まだまだいける。
Nice. Ah, see, now I want one of those sandwiches. Sounds so good right about now. This way? I'll get some on the weekend. I usually get them on weekends anyway, so
俺の番だな。まだまだいける。
let's get another one on the weekend.
さて、そこです。
チャンスだ。よし。
そこです。さて、そこです。データ収集終了しました。
Dude, that'd be like a text notification tone right there. Just saying that over and over again. Soko desu. I don't know if I should have done that yet. You are sucked into the chest. A teacher forces you to write, I will not steal from the treasure chest 100 times on the chalkboard before you can leave. No, even isekai'd. Isekai'd inside a JRPG, huh?
チャンス皆さん、ここでペイ。
俺の番でエリア。
はい、
任せてくれ。よし。もう大丈夫だ。やっと。
I don't really need to fight. It's really just for Septium at this point.
オッケーです。そこです。
Nice shot, Boyd. I saw that petrification there. Oh god. Left or right? Left! God damn it.
なんだこりゃ。
ジオフロント内の換気をする。 巨大な換気扇ですね。本来は災害時や緊急時以外は停止しているらしいですけど、
He accessed the portable terminal.
過去の事例を発見。どうやら誤作動で動いている可能性が高そうです。他にも何機かありそうですね。
そうか。そういうことなら片っ端から止めた方が良さそうだな。
はい、そこの装置で停止できます。
Okay, what's this way?
よし、一気に行くぞ。
OK、 私の番です。行きます。
よし。
It's not all that bad. We have Zeit with us.
さて、
任せてくれ。
So you have 3 party members technically.
もう大丈夫だ。
But first, a word from our sponsors. Orbital. Oh, shut up. Oh my god. How did that make it in? What a chess message. Oh my god. That was a good one. That was a good one. I can't deny it. That was a good one.
さて、はいは敵集団続けてきます。
よし。
はいはお返しです。
行くぞ。
さて、はあ、これで一安心です。
Still mad about it though. Eh. Follow, follow, follow. Yes, good, good. Oh, okay, we're not.
はい行きます。
よし。
私の番です。そこです。
行くぞ。
はい、
行くぞ。よし。もう大丈夫だ。
Man, every time I hear you're up the barrier, like, it's weird because, like, my first instance of hearing it was in Cold Steel 2.
よし。
行きます。そこです。
一気に行くぞ。チャンスだ。よし。
So I just think back to the hype battles that were there in Cold Steel 2 with Lloyd and Rishia.
俺の番だ。
はい、
俺の番だ。よし。もう大丈夫だ。
Higher elements appear to be active in this chest. Unfortunately, there's still no more items. Damn it. My A def goes down by, was that 7? So 8? But I get more move and a significant boost in defense. I'll take that. I'm going quite a far away. I'm not sure if I'm going the wrong way. I somehow went backwards? Weird. There's an Orbman station. There's one chest I need to get still, so I need to find that one chest. I would like to grab it if possible. There it is.
速攻で蹴りをつける。
さてと。エニグマ駆動。
Ah, Lloyd's not gonna get his thing in time. Blah.
行きます。
Nice.
行きます。
俺の番だな。
はい。えい。
これが俺たちの力だ。
Support section off in this. Oh, watch me crank it. Watch me. Oh no. I think I got another battle code, didn't I? I got something, but move 3. Oh, Mr. Lloyd. That's an upgraded slot. God damn it. Well. There we go. Oh. Nothing changed. Okay, that means we are at Orbit Station, which means this is boss time! Oh man, we're hitting 40 hours in this game soon.
ここは
どうやら終点のようで、多分この近くに第三制御端末。
ティオ。
Another fat bat?
これは。
くそ。仮想の主ってところか。ティオ。なんとかいけそうか。
あ、はい。
速攻で蹴りを。
私の番です。分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Alright, let's check this combo craft out.
ロイドさん、行きます。
いつでも来い。
Nice. Oh, another fat bat.
Enigma.
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
行くぞ。
はい。エニグマ駆動。
よし。
Yeah.
はい。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。
さてと、エニグマ駆動。ピンチです。ドライブ開始。
負けるか。
Oh, you idiot! On yourself! Not on your. Ah, you dumb.
エニグマ駆動。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
Well, Teal got double healed, I guess. Whatever.
なんとか撃退できたか。 ティオ大丈夫か？ずいぶん苦戦しちゃったけど。
いえ、問題ないです。ロイドさんの方は
ランディ曰く防御のテクニックだけはちょっとしたもんらしいからさ。しかしランディとエリーがいたらもっと効率的に戦えたんだろうな。日頃からどれだけあの二人
Is that the first time we heard the critical HP music in this game? Pretty good.
なんか変なこと言ったか？
いえ、こちらのことですから。第三制御端末は右にある扉の中だと思います。早速起動させてからヨナに通信で連絡しましょう。
ああ、そうするか。この端末が
第三制御端末ですね。こことヨナが勝手に利用している第8制御端末の2箇所からハッキングを仕掛ける段取りです。
なるほど。それじゃヨナに連絡するか。
はい、お願いします。エリーさんたちからも連絡があるかもしれませんから。
ああ、わかった。ヨナ、こちら。
あんたが？
ああ、ちょうど今ティオが端末を起動している。
オッケーオッケー。そんじゃこっちも始めるぜ。そうだあんた、エニグマの通信モードのスピーカーをオンにしなよ。
スピーカーをオン。
エニグマの裏側にある赤いスイッチを押してください。そうすると通話相手の声が他の人にも聞こえますから。
こうか？
聞こえるようになっただろ。
なるほど。
消費 EP が多めなのであまり推奨はされていませんが、ヨナ、こちらの準備は完了です。
I just imagine Orloid's EP bar just slowly draining now
後の段取りは？
at a rate of like 2 EP per tick. It's supposed to 1 EP per tick.
ああ、こっちはとっくにおとりになるべく動き回ってる。キティが現れたら連絡するから対応してくれ。
了解しました。それまで待機します。
よろしく頼んだぜ。
これで準備は終わりなのか？
ええ、あとはひたすら待機です。ハッキングを始めた後も私一人で十分ですし、私が一人で行くといった理由が分かりましたか？
なるほど。でも実際ここに来るまでに結構大変だったわけだし、結果オーライでよかったじゃないか。
I'm surprised they didn't teach more herbal computers at the Detective Academy. I feel like since it's an upcoming thing, they would have taught him at least how to use a basic computer.
そのあはは困ったな。話題がないぞ。そういえばミッシーだっけか？ずいぶん気に入ったんだな、そんなストラップまでつけて。
ええ、そうかもしれませんね。私はあまり物には執着しない性質ですけど、不思議とこれだけはずっと持ち続けていますね。
これここに来てから買ったものじゃないのか？確かクロスベルのご当地キャラクターだろ？
これはもらったものです。5年くらい前にガイさんから。
From Guy?
ガイ・バニングス、ロイドさんのお兄さんですよね。
ああ、いやもちろんそうだけど、ティオって兄貴と面識あったのか？
はい。
知らなかった。なんだよ、だったらもっと早く言ってくれればいいのに。でもティオは確かレマン自治州から来たんだろ？どうして兄貴と？
That's where he went,
しば
right?
らく旅に出るって
Yeah, on his trip.
そんないきなり。一体どこに行くつもりなのさ？
レミゲリア広告だ。
We said Riveria.
なに、しばらくと言っても2ヶ月くらいで済むだろう。実はな、とびっきり可愛い女の子をエスコートしながらの旅なんだ。
ティオ、前にこの病院に？
ええ、6年ほど前黙っているつもりではなかったんですけど。
あれはティオのことだったのか。
多分そうです。私が9歳の時、レミフェリアにある実家までガイさんに送ってもらった時ですね。
レミフェリア。ティオの出身はそこなのか。
はい。と言ってもあまり思い入れがある故郷ではありませんが、もうほとんど捨ててしまった場所ですし。
え、そのティオのご両親は？
元気だと思いますよ。3年前に家を出てからほとんど連絡を取ってませんけど。ある事情で私は5歳くらいの時からガイさんに保護され、衰弱していた私はウルスラ病院に半年ほど入院していました。そしてなんとか回復した後、実家まで送ってもらったんです。
そうだったのか。でもどうしてまた家を出たんだ？
ロイドさん、私が普通の人間と少し違うのはわかりますよね。
違うなんて。
事実ですから。外界の事象に関して私は普通の人間の数倍の感応力を持っています。普通の人には聞き取れないかすかな音、普通の人には見えない動力波の流れ、普通の人には感じられない属性の気配、そして人の感情や心の揺らぎまで。
あ、
日曜学校に通っていても私は一人ぼっちでした。周りの子たちとは違ったものを見て、違ったものを感じて、そして見えない悪意や好奇心もはっきりと感じ取れてしまう。両親は私を愛してくれましたが、やはり限界があったんでしょう。次第にうちの空気が張り詰めて、また帰ってこなければよかったってそして気づいたら私は列車に乗っていました。共和国を経由して。
そうか。ティオは兄貴に会いに来たんだな。
そうかもしれません。そのマスコットをプレゼントしてくれた時にガイさんが言ったんです。安心しろ、きっとお前は幸せになれる。もしそうならなかったらいつでも俺を呼んでくれ。お前を不幸にする原因を一緒にぶっ飛ばしてやるからよ。
いかにも兄貴が言いそうな言葉だけど、でもちょうどその
途方に暮れていた私はエプスタイン財団の人と知り合って、その感応力を見込まれて当時発足したばかりのオーバルスタッフの開発チームにスカウトされました。そしてレマン自治州に渡り財団の研究所で3年間過ごして、そして3ヶ月前再びクロスベルに戻ってきました。
ティオ。
あは
あ、
ごめんな。突然いなくなっちまうようなバカ兄貴で女の子との約束を守らないなんて、ほんと。
ロイドさん。
あ、
ヨナみたいですね。
キティが現れた。今ちょうどこっちが用意した餌を発見したところだ。追い込んでいくから
That was a
サポート
tone
を始め
shift.
てくれ。
わかりました。
俺は高みの見物か。ティオ、無茶だけはするなよ。
はい、心配ご無用です。アクセス A4 システム起動。ネットワーク上のリソースの第二境界領域に潜伏キティが来るのを待ちます。
あいあい、待て。おいおい、キティのやつもうプロテクトを解除しやがった。うわー、せっかく用意したおいしい餌が一瞬で。信じられねえ。どうやって仕掛けてるんだよ。
落ち着いてよな。おそらく圧倒的な処理能力で力任せに進んでいるだけでしょう。焦らず2歩先を読んでこちらへと誘導してください。
くそ、無茶言いやがる。第4ターミナル、第17ターミナル、視聴者のメイン
しました。
This isn't how it really works, by the way, but just roll with it.
これがキティ、確かに早すぎる。Aeonシステム開放。複数同時並列処理に入ります。行きます。
こちらも確認。お、いい流れじゃん。このまま行けばそっちだけでキティを捕まえられるんじゃね？
いいえ、あなたやキティと違って私は純粋なハッカーではありません。エーオンがダウンしたらさすがに追いつけないでしょう。
くそ、だったらどうすんだよ。
ダウン覚悟で限界まで処理を高めてキティの退路を塞ぎます。おそらくキティはもう一度そちらの領域にシフトするはずです。タイミングを見計らってコンマ1秒以内で捕まえてください。
ああ、もう分かった。やればいいんだろ。
それでは A4 システムリミットブレイク。今です。
そこだー。よっしゃー、捕まえたぜ
やったのか。
ええ、そうみたいですね。
大丈夫か。
はい。ちょっと処理を上げすぎたせいで目を回してしまいました。
まったく無茶するなって言ったのに。あのさ、ティオ、兄貴がした約束、俺に引き継がせてくれないか。もし幸せになれなかったらいつでも呼んでくれ。お前を不幸にする原因を一緒にぶっ飛ばしてやる。悔しいけど兄貴はすごかった。パワーにしても行動力にしてもまだまだ足元にも及んじゃいない。でも俺頑張るから。その約束を守れるくらいはでかい男になってみせるからさ。だから
不思議ですね。ロイドさんとガイさんってあんまり似ていないのに、それでもどこか似たようなものを感じます。魂のありようというか、見ている方向が同じ。
俺と兄貴が。
はい。でもやっぱり違います。ロイドさんはロイドさんであってガイさんと同じじゃありません。それはロイドさんが一番分かっているんじゃないですか。
それは。
ですからどうせ約束してくれるのなら別の内容がいいです。別に今すぐじゃなくていいです。ロイドさんの言葉で私にしてくれる約束、思いついたらで結構ですから。
ティオ。
それに私も子供じゃありません。一方的に守られるのも何かをしてもらうのも嫌です。私だって同じ支援課のメンバーでしょ。
そうだな。確かにその通りだ。
どうしたんですか？
いや、そのちゃんと笑ってる顔初めて見たかもって思ってさ。
別に笑っていません。これは気が抜けてしまっただけで。
照れるなって。でももったいないな。ティオ、元がすごく可愛いんだから普通に笑えばモテモテだろうに。
すごく可愛いって。
Oh, he was on the phone!
おっと。
ヨナ、いつから聞いていたんですか？
いや、笑ってる顔は初めてとかのあたりだけど。なんか珍しいもん聞かせてもらっちまったな。まさかあんたがそんな風に慌てるなんてね。
それ以上無駄口を叩いたらポムットで40連鎖します。
それは仕様的に無理だからって。 あんたなら本当にやりかねないけど。
それでヨナ、キティの正体はちゃんとつかめたのか？
僕を誰だと思ってるんだっつうの。無事アドレスは掴んだから、そっちにも情報を送るぜ。
お、ような添付ファイルがついてるみたいですけど。
添付ファイルってアドレスを割り出したログにどうしてこんなものが。
開いてみましょうか。
これは
なんじゃこりゃー。ちょっと待て、これってひょっとして。
居場所を突き止められた仕返しにハッキングを受けたみたいですね。
Oh, Kitty got us back.
いいえ、最初から手のひらの上だったのかも。そうなるとダミー情報をつかまされた可能性もありますね。
Does it say security lock up top? Hang on. Up above the postcard it says home, and the word above that. Does that say security or security? It's a security. That's not how you spell security.
おい、大丈夫か？
あの状況でアドレスを偽装する余裕はさすがになかったはずだ。だったらアドレスを解析すればなんとかアクセスポイントも。いやでもアクセスポイント。
おーい。
まあ放っておいて一旦ヨナのところに戻りましょう。報酬のメモリークォーツも受け取る必要がありますし。
そんな話もなんかいろいろありすぎてすっかり忘れていたな。
この近くに出口付近に出る非常エレベーターがあるはずです。それを起動させて帰りましょう。
ああ。
Why is it that in Zero, the best scenes are when Lloyd is with someone else and not the full party? You missed the Tio smile. No! A genuine question.
おっと、もう夕方か。
All of the scenes that really showcase the amazingness of Lloyd and the unique personalities of all of the different party members are all when Lloyd is alone with them, so that they have a chance to talk more and, you know, speak up and do a whole lot more, but not when the whole party is around. I find that kind of weird, because Sky didn't necessarily do that either. I mean, Cold Steel obviously didn't do that. They did bonding events, but they still had whole party moments together as the class. But Zero takes a very unique approach in that when you're with the party, it's very much Lloyd detective and 3 people follow along and help out as best as they can. And they make jokes about how Lloyd is a sleazeball. But when it's Lloyd and Tio or Lloyd and Ellie or Lloyd and Randy, I feel like that's where we're really seeing the characters truly shine. I think that's where I'm beginning to figure out the answer to the question of why is this party liked so much. And we're only 3 chapters in, so I'm uniquely curious to see what happens from here on out, now that we've all had a chance to hang out with them one-on-one. I kind of hope they do it more, because if there's good scenes with individuals like this, I would rather they do that than whole party sections, honestly.
なんだかんだ言って結構長く潜っていたんだな。
But that's just as it stands right now.
そうですね。
ティオ、どうしたんだ？
なんでもないです。
Or maybe even not more than party sections, but like I think this in a way is a good way of doing character development with people without having to do the bonding events. This allows you, I think, then to keep, you know, I think it's easier because your cast is so small of 4 people, unlike the other games in Sky and in Cold Steel where you have much larger party size. So it's kind of hard to forcibly put them into a situation like this, because a lot of times your party members are sometimes optional in those games. So like you wouldn't necessarily take, for those who played Sky second chapter, you know, Agate's route automatically happens, but and Scheherazad's all, you know, automatically happens. But there's some minor things that kind of happen in the beginning of Sky second chapter depending on if you pick Scheherazade or Agate, right? So it's interesting. I don't know.
早くヨナのところに戻ってメモリークォーツを受け取りましょう。それにキティの正体も気になりますし。
そうだな。何かつかめてるといいんだが。
ローゼンベルク工房。
ちょっと待って。ローゼンベルク工房って人形を作っている工房だろ？北の参道の途中にあった。
そうだよ、その通りですよ。でもキティのアドレスを解析したらそこがアクセスポイントって出たんだ。何の冗談だよこれは。
確かに不可解ですね。
どういうことなんだ？あの工房にキティがいたら何かおかしいことでもあるのか？
その現在自治州内に敷かれている動力ネットワーク網は市内とウルスラ病院くらいなんです。あとは湖の対岸にある保養地ミシュラムくらいでしょうか。
あ、
無線の動力波は不安定だから普通の動力通信にしか使われない。大量の情報のやり取りをする動力ネットは基本的に有線なんだ。ウルスラ病院とミシュラムだって固定に動力ケーブルが通ってるし。でもどう考えても参道外れの工房に動力ケーブルが敷かれてるわけがない。ああもうどういうトリックなんだよ。
まさかな。
My thoughts exactly.
まあ謎は残されましたが収穫はあったみたいで何よりです。それでは報酬をいただきましょうか。
わかったっつーの。あんたらの助けがなかったらここまでたどり着けなかったしな。
これが俺たちが興味を示す情報か。
ぶっちゃけて言うとルバーチェ絡みの情報、関連情報もまとめといたからあんたらには重宝すんじゃねえの。
それは。
なるほど、確かに一番知りたい情報ですね。
言っとくけど知ってるやつなら全部知ってるような情報ばかりだぜ。例えば警察の上層部なんかはとっくに掴んでるネタばかりだろ。
いや、助かるよ。そういう情報が回ってこなくてちょっと困ってたところだったからさ。
あっそ、よかったじゃん。ああもう今日はもう寝る。また明日さっきの手がかりをもとにキティの正体を追ってやるからな。
まあほどほどにな。せっかくの記念祭なんだから引きこもってばかりいないでデートでもしてきたらどうだ？
With who?
うるせえ、余計なお世話だっつーの。この弟系装飾男子を装った食いまくりのリア充野郎が。
意味不明だけど不当に中傷してるみたいだな。
そういえばロイドさん記念祭の初日にセシルさんとデートしてましたね。
え？
Well, it was not only just her, but
その後もノエルさんたち姉妹と両手に花で楽しく過ごしたとか。
didn't Ren earlier say she wanted to play with the Freckles boy?
なるほど、経験者の言葉には重みがありますね。
Tio, please! I was praising your yeah, I forget it.
そのティオさん何がおっしゃりたいんでしょう？
いえ、特に何も。
I just praised you and Lloyd having an amazing cutscene, but then you had to throw that in. Fine, forget it, whatever. It was twice this entire stream that they did that, if not 3 times.
メモリークォーツをコネクト。これで一通りの項目にアクセスすることができます。
The joke is still funny for the 37th time, right? Yeah!
結構揃っているな。
It's been at least once every single stream. Oh my god.
今まで不明なところも多かったルバーチェの情報。まとまった形で確認できるのは初めてかもしれないわね。
そんじゃまあ一通り目を通していくか。
ああ。
Rivache is one of the largest criminal organizations currently operating within Crossbell State. Its inception dates back to roughly 1130 of the Septine calendar, coinciding with the founding of the state itself. As the name Rivache & Co. suggests, its fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. In turn, Rivache was able to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Currently, Rivache is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mirror laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Rivache is currently punished for its criminal offenses, rarely punished. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted almost immediately.
なるほど。よくまとまってる情報だな。
今まで聞いていた話が的確にまとめられている感じね。しかし改めて見るとやっぱりとんでもないですね。
ああ、非合法なビジネスで相当儲けまくってる感じだ。
Rivache's main forces total about 300 members, including low-level workers both inside and outside the state. The company employs approximately 500 people total. Rivache's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Rivache is believed to have considerable fighting strength. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbell. Rivache holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. According to recent intel, Rivache has begun to lose ground to Heiyue, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firepower by utilizing warhounds. This new development has led to Rivache regaining superiority.
こうしてみると、やっぱり大きな組織だよな。それに、軍隊経験者もかなり多そうな感じだし。
ああ、前に下っ端と戦った時、かなり手強かったのも納得だぜ。
でもあの時の軍用犬そのまま運用しているみたいですね。
That explains kind of like why I brought it up earlier. It's like, wow, they're using warhounds. It's almost like they're Jaegers or something like that.
私たちが捕まえたのも無駄になったというわけですか。
Turns out they actually did have Jaegers on their side.
そうだな。
ちょっと虚しくなるわね。
Or like, you know, Rivache is like Crossbell's version of the Jaegers. Don Marconi is the current president of Rivache & Co. and the Don for its mafia organization. He is the 5th man to hold the position of president, but did not inherit it conveniently. 8 years ago, Marconi gained control by overthrowing the 4th Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. Perhaps due to his Erebone heritage, Marconi prioritizes relationships with members of the Diet's imperial faction. His ties with Speaker Hartman, in particular, are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Marconi seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbell's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after Erebone nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture.
こりゃ、なんつうか印象的なおっさんだな。
ユーモラスな外見ですけど、
Rotund.
やってることはえげつないです。それに思っていた以上に柔軟で頭も切れるみたいね。帝国寄りなのに共和国方面にもコネクションを持ってるなんて。
相当厄介そうな相手だな。
Garcia Rossi's official position at Rivache & Co. is the general manager of sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the mafia's underboss and is the commander of its rank and file henchmen. Rossi previously served as a commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. Oh shit! What? When Marconi toppled the former Don 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him in his bid for power. After Marconi recruited him away from the Corps to join Rivache & Co. permanently, Rossi was the architect behind the mafia's militarization and large increase in strength. In his Jaeger days, Garcia Rossi earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large fame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield.
あの若頭の人、
Oh.
両兵団の出身だったのね。
I wonder if he knew P.
西風の旅団。どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
大陸西部において最強と謳われた両兵団の一つだ。その部隊長をやってたってことは相当な戦闘力なのは間違いねえな。キリングベアって名前も何度か耳にしたことがあるぜ。
そうか、確かにすごい迫力だったけど、でもやっぱりランディそういうのは詳しいんだな。
昔噂で聞いたくらいだけどな。
Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the power of Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as the leader of its imperial faction. A descendant of Ereborian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located at Michelum, in the far southern reaches of the Crossbell State. He is also considered an ally of Marconi, the president of Rivace & Co. It is believed Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mirror laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with the Imperial Chancellor, Gileath Osborne, last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority.
これがハルトマン議長。
なんつうか政治家ってより帝国の大貴族って感じだな。しかしあの鉄血宰相と会見したってのはマジなのか。
ええ、非公式ではあるけれど、去年の春頃、オズボーン宰相がクロスベルを訪れたらしいの。おじい様には会わずに、ハルトマン議長とだけ会談して、すぐに帰国したらしいけど、一時期、各国の政界では、その話で持ちきりだったみたい。
そんなことがあったのか。鉄血宰相、相当有名な人みたいだけど。
何のために訪れたのか、ちょっと気になりますね。
なるほど、今まで漠然としてたところがかなり見えるようになったな。
ええ、冷酷かつ抜け目ないトップと歴戦の両兵だった若頭の存在、そしてハルトマン議長との関係ね。
しかもその議長ってのはあの鉄血宰相とも何かしらの関係があるんだろう。確かにクロスベルの警察が全く手を出せないのも納得だぜ。
そうだな。
待ってください。渡されたメモリークォーツの中に隠されたデータがありました。
隠されたデータ
って隠したってんならあのガキが隠したんだろう。
ええ、どうやら私が気づくか試そうとしたらしいですね。後でお仕置きをしないと。
それはともかく、その隠されたデータも見れるか。
ええ、お茶の子さいさいです。
Auction.
これは
シュバルツオークション。
エステルちゃんたちが言ってた例のイベントってやつ。はは、あのガキシャレた真似をすんじゃねえか。
どうやら本当に存在するイベントのようですね。それもルバーチェ絡みですか。
ああ、怪しいとは思ってたけど、よし、とにかく見てみるか。
The Schwarz Auction is an annual event staged by Rivace at the final day of the anniversary festival. It's held in the form of a private, larger secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most items for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal black channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just cross-bellions. Nobles and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zamuria's high society. The Schwarz Auction is a major source of income for Rivace. It also provides Speaker Hartman with the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Rivace's forces as well. Entry is prohibited unless a guest possesses a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose.
これは
信じられない。
The most hyped college party of the year. Let's go!
そんなものが毎年開かれていたなんて。
Who's bringing the keg?
でもちょっとおかしいです。秘密にしている割にはかなり大規模な催しですけど。
いや、警察とマスコミには厳重に規制がかかってんだろう。でもなけりゃこんなもんが表沙汰にならねえわけがねえ。
その通りだ。
課長、
お疲れ様です。
やれやれ、まさか自力でそこまでたどり着いちまうとはな。まあいい、ここじゃあなんだ、 そっちの部屋で一通り話してやろう。
You knew? Well, I guess of course you would know, wouldn't you?
それじゃあ、あのファイルにあった情報は全て事実ってわけですか？
ああ、そうだ。誰が調べたもんかは知らんが、なかなか的確にまとめてやがるな。
でも警察の上層部では全て掴んでいるんですよね。
ああ、全員とは言わねえがな。警部クラス以上はもちろん、一家の連中は全員知ってるはずだ。遊撃士協会だって、受付やアリオスあたりだったら、とっくに承知しているだろう。
これも壁ってわけですか？
ああ、とびきりでかい壁だ。基本的に俺はお前たちの行動に制限をつけるつもりはないが、シュバルツオークションにだけは手を出すのはやめろ。お前たちには荷が重すぎる。
でも
おいおい課長、言葉を間違えてんじゃねえよ。俺たちに荷が重いってより警察そのものが動けねえんだろ。
それだけの有力者を招待して、しかも実質的な主催者の一人があのハルトマン議長。そんなの動けるわけがないわ。民間人に危険が迫らない限り遊撃士協会も動けませんし、誰も手が出せないということですか。
だからといって
悔しい思いをしてんのはお前たちだけじゃねえ。特に一家の連中は毎年歯ぎしりするような思いだろうさ。非人道的な催しだったら、それこそギルドに動かれる前に意地でも突っ込むところだが、どうやら出品物が黒い以外は豪華なパーティーってだけらしいからな。実際下手に手を出しちまったら支援課ごと潰される可能性は高い。だから今回ばかりは俺もお前らを止めざるを得ない。ま、そういうことだ。
やれやれです。
納得しろとは言わん。だが現実を直視し、自分たちに何がどこまでできるか見極めるってのも時には必要だ。そしてその悔しさを忘れない限り、いつかきっとチャンスは来るだろう。お前たちが諦めなければな。
わかりました。この件に関しては手を出すのはやめておきます。
ロイドさん。
やれやれだな。
With that, the third day of the Faniversary Festival ended. Tio's past, a mysterious story of Lloyd's brother, and a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Ravache, and then the Schwarz auction sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of it still spinning inside his head, Lloyd quickly fell asleep.
Lloyd ってば。ほら起きて、もうミーティングの時間よ。
あ あ、おはようエリー。どうしてここに？
おはよう、ロイド。あなたが起きてこないから様子を見に来たの。どうせ昨夜はいろいろ考えてて寝つけなかったんでしょ。
お見通しか。エリーは平気そうだな。
この程度でへこたれてたらキリがないもの。それに私はどこか気づいていたのかもしれない。クロスベルで開かれている秘密の社交界というものが後ろ暗いものである可能性を。でも多分自分をごまかして気づかないふりをしていたのかも。これ以上後ろめたい思いや悔しい思いをしたくないために。
エリー、
だから今は悔しさや後ろめたさを素直に受け止めることにしたわ。過剰の言葉じゃないけどそれが私のバネになると思うから。
そっか。よし、エリーがそこまで気持ちを切り替えてるんだったら俺もうじうじしてられないな。すぐに着替えるから1階で待っててくれよ。
分かった。朝食の準備もしてあるから食べながらミーティングしましょう。
ああ、サンキュー。エリー、前に話した時よりも迷いがなくなったみたいだ。うん、俺も負けてられないな。記念祭も4日目、今日も忙しくなりそうだ。
Crossbow Anniversary Festival, 4th day.
さてと、4日目の業務を始めよう。新しい要請が入っていないか念のためチェックしないとな。
そうね。今日は市内でパレードもあるし、逆に郊外に足を伸ばしている観光客もちらほら出ているみたいだし。紛失物とか迷子とかいろいろと入ってきそうですね。
ま、そのあたりは正直全部は面倒見きれねえけどな。俺たちでやれる範囲のフォローをしていけばいいんじゃねえか。
なあ、そうだな。
All of which will be next time. Wow, we crossed the 40-hour mark too. Woo! Things are getting spicy. I bet you chapter 4 we're gonna go to that auction, or something in today's and next session we're gonna end up at that auction. I bet you we're gonna end up there. It's too juicy of information for us to not end up at. But you know, that'll be next time. So, as always, thank you all so much for coming as per the usual. I will see you guys back here tomorrow, same time, same place, for more Trails from Zero as we end off the final day of the, anniversary festival. Probably won't finish chapter 3. I distinctly think we're going to end up at the auction and it's going to be a whole dungeon-y thing and a half. I bet you it's going to happen or just going to be filled with dialogue. So, probably Thursday is when we'll finish off chapter 3, which means we're about halfway through the game. Given that they still follow the 7-chapter structure or something like that. Anywho, I will catch you guys all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your night or day, and bye-bye.